Yeah. My hero. A stimulant banned by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association.
And it was his second video of offering crack cocaine.
See, bringing it all back to me. It makes me all warm and fuzzy. Now I'm behind Billy Joe again. Oh, I can't believe Billy Joe's making a girl do sex acts and heinous things for drugs. Really? Is it your first time doing drugs? Do you not know what you get with the drugs? Do you... Like, where are these old white men sitting around in a back room where they're like, oh, I can't believe it's just so terrible. He's like doing degrading things with a woman and drugs. And yeah, that's the shit that happens with drugs. You get high, then you make people want to get high with you and jump through hoops. The VADA caused the Massachusetts State Athletic Commission to deny his application for a license to make a mandatory defense at 160 pounds against Demetrius Andrade on October 20th in Boston. The WBO subsequently stripped Saunders of his title and suspended him from the rankings for 6 months. He was on recess.
Oh, no recess.
That's pretty close to recess, bro.
Is he fighting for a title this weekend?
The British Boxing Board of Control did not suspend Saunders because of the oxylfrofen isn't on the banned substance list of the UK anti-doping, which oversees drug testing for British boxers. So crack is legal in the UK. Awesome. Andrade, what do we still know what it is?
It's Andrade. He likes Andrade.
And they want me to call it DAZN. I mean, come on. It's DAZN. 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 Why didn't you go DAZN? God damn it. Andrade. It just makes my neck kink. 26-0, 16 KOs of Providence, Rhode Island. Won the title taken from Saunders by beating Nambia's Walter Mbupu Ankuku Andutu, who was 17-1 with 16 KOs on October 20th at TD Garden in Boston. Kanawata Dutu replaced Saunders on less than 2 weeks' notice, suffered 4 knockdowns, a concussion, a spinal injury, spina bifida, and was then treated to a round of crack so that he could go fight in the UK. The 30-year-old Andrade was the mandatory challenger for Saunders' titles per the terms of the agreement between Warren and rival British promoter Eddie Hearns, who represents Andrade. Saunders' side was to be paid a package of roughly $2.3 million for defending his title against Andrade. The controversial Saunders hasn't fought since his masterful performance against David Lemieux. Everybody's performance is masterful against David Lemieux, please. David Lemieux's what, 187 years old? Last December 16th. Saunders, a skillful southpaw, outboxed... Fuck, why are you up in this dude's junk, Keith? Like, are you just reprinting somebody else's article? Seriously, this is a serious tongue-licking for a dude who smoked crack. The controversial Saunders hasn't fought since his masterful performance against David Lemieux last December. Saunders, a skillful southpaw, outboxed Montreal's Lemieux, who's 40-4 with 34 KOs, rather easily on his way to winning AU.
Yeah, he's definitely stretching that one, huh?
Masterful.
Yeah, there's words in there he clearly did not have to use, and he's just putting it in to stretch that out.
Keith Idec is the senior writer and columnist for Boxing Scene.
The defensive-minded ex-world champion Southpaw.
Saturday, tune in to see Saunders and his masterful performance replay against David Lemieux.
And we can connect the two right now, Lee. Billy Joe Saunders, when he got busted for that, remember the story of Victor Conte coming out and claiming that he was probably dirty or a cheater when he fought his fighter, Willie Monroe Jr., who just this week tested positive for a testosterone
that's
booster.
A real drug that helps your performance. Crack does not help your performance, which is why it's not banned in the UK. If we could get all of the people in the UK on the crazy drugs, we'd have a much better fight.
And if you just type in Willie Monroe and look at one of his weigh-in pictures, I think we'll know where he was getting that extra energy from now all of a sudden. Willie Monroe put out a statement, Lee, that he has been clean. He has no idea of what happened, and until further time, he's got to be quiet. I don't know what you say. I don't. Is he still being looked at under Victor Conte? Because if anyone noticed, Victor Conte hasn't said shit about this one. Very quiet on this drug test.
Don't know. It's not in front of me. Can't read it. Don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised none of the boxing media has put out a story about why Victor Conte isn't talking about the Willie Monroe Jr. dirty test. Can I get a question? Can someone call him? We call him for every other dirty test.
Kelly can get right on that.
Hey, but seriously, Lee, does his name not pop up on Boxing Scene every time there's a dirty test in boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? But when his fighter gets hit with the testosterone booster, which is a clear path to performing enhancing drug, right? There's no way around that. You know, even the fucking clenbuterol, they had an excuse for it, right?
Tainted
it came out of the steak. Hey, it doesn't matter. There's been other athletes in Mexico who've used the same exact excuse.
Not that
and Lee,
specific
I'm telling you right
herd
now,
and strain, air quotes.
Lee, wait a minute though. I'm telling you right now, when the Oakland Raiders went to Mexico to play, it was reported here in the Bay Area that they received a letter from the NFL that said you are not to eat any of the restaurants around the hotel. You can only eat what the NFL chefs give because the meat is contaminated. All right? That is a story. That is real. You can Google that, you guys. So this whole contaminated meat issue was something real over there if the NFL told their players not to eat out of that hotel. So that's not, clenbuterol, even Saul Alvarez has a way out. This one, what are they going to say?
Well,
I want to hear what Victor has to say. Someone needs to call him.
I can only speak from personal experience, Andrew. So I like to go down to TJ every weekend when my lady's not with me and go have a little bit of street taco. Guess what? The meat's tainted and I have chlamydia. That's a really funny joke. I just thought of that one on the fly. And Andrew got the joke, which makes it really funny. Loma-Pedraza averaged 2 million viewers, ranked second in 2018 by Keith Heidick, senior boxing writer, and big-time Saunders fan, or something. Vasily Lomachenko, Jose Pedraza, was the second most watched boxing match on America's cable network this year. Nielsen ratings Tuesday indicated that ESPN's Lomachenko-Pedraza fight attracted an of. Really? You fucked up, Keith? You rarely fuck up. Nielsen released Tuesday indicated that the ESPN Lomachenko-Pedraza fight attracted an of 2,013,000. What a weird number. Why not just round it to 2 million? Saturday night. By the way, an of 2 million. I don't get that. Saturday night from the theater at Madison Square Garden. The entire three-fight telecast averaged 1.8 million viewers over the 3 hours and 23 minutes. The only boxing show to outdraw Lomachenko-Pedraza in terms of ratings in 2018 was headlined by Terrence Crawford and Jose Benavidez. So, wait, this just in.
Go ahead.
Andrew?
Yes?
I'd like to make an announcement.
Go ahead.
HBO.
Waiting.
Suck my dick.
I'd like to thank Bob for that. I'll bet you HBO would like to have those views. Betcha, Andrew.
I hear you. No, I know. I know, 2
Those
million.
are both his shows, Crawford and Benavidez. The two bouts.
Give you an update. Mr. Conte is still working with Monroe Jr., has not been seen on Twitter since the drug test.
There you go. That two-bout telecast in which the unbeaten WBO welterweight champion stopped Benavidez in the 12th round drew a peak audience of 2.8 million and averaged 2.2 million viewers October 13th from the CH Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska, Crawford's hometown. The precise peak viewership for Lomachenko-Pedraza was not yet available on Tuesday afternoon, but it went over 2.1 million viewers, and at some point during the course of Lomachenko's victory. Ukrainians, it's Oxnard's Lomachenko, get it right. He hasn't been back to the Ukraine since he escaped, since Bob is like stockpiling Ukrainians in Oxnard. Like, I really want to know what's going on. I got to go to Oxnard to go see what's going on. Lomachenko is now 12-1 with 9 KOs. What a record. Like, I can't even say that record with a straight face, Andrew. 12-1 with 9 KOs. For the guy who's so amazing.
The 12 opponents, he's starting to get a long list of current and ex-world champions. And when you look at a regular box record, right? You'll have a fighter who has, say, 30 fights, but we all know that 20 of those were come-up fights. 10 of those are ex-champs and current champs. Lomachenko eliminated all of I won't say cherry-picking, but all of the step-up opponents, right? They just said, you know what? We're elite. We're going to fight elite right out the gate. So now that he has 12 opponents under his record, and all of them, I could say almost all of them are probably going to be ex-world champions, if not current. Yes, Lee, it is starting to look like an impressive record he's built for himself when you break it down. When you look at it, it doesn't look that attractive, 12-1. Doesn't. When you break down the 12 opponents, though, it's starting to get impressive what Lomachenko has been able to come to the professional ranks and do on a consistent basis. Don't get me wrong,
I'm not trying to shit on Lomachenko. I've seen him live. He is impressive. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. I really want to see him and Tevin Farmer. I'm saying it.
Keep up.
You got to beat the American. You haven't made it until you beat the American boxer. I'm just saying. I'm a big fan of that. We've seen what he's done with everyone else.
Oscar will allow it.
He's got Farmer.
That's a pretty big name for Davis. Oscar. I mean, what does Oscar really have right now?
And nobody. And Tevin is with Dazin. Isn't he with Eddie?
Is he Eddie's or is he Oscar's?
I think he's with. I think he's with Eddie Hearn.
That could happen. I don't.
Yes,
here's the thing. Dazin, and get it right. It's DAZN.
Oh well, yeah. Stop. You know they changed it to Dazin.
DAZN. Like every time
they only say that. Yeah, they only drop that every few times. I think someone had to have said it out loud enough times in that office where they said, all right, we picked the wrong name. Let's go Dazin.
No shit. So it's just ridiculous. I don't see. Look, Eddie Hearn and Oscar have a relationship with Dazin or DAZN or whatever they are. Okay?
What is that boxing show called? The Show or...
the boxing show or oh my god, now I gotta look it up.
Yeah,
and they follow us, which makes me, and I feel really bad. The boxing show, the boxing voice, the
boxing voice,
the boxing voice,
I can't wait till they have
the boxing voice, the boxing voice. Well, they're on Blog Talk Radio. They're for real, Andrew. They got their shit.
Very nice.
Wait, do they got a website? All right, I'm already excited about them. They repost other people's stories on a blog on the front page.
Stick to the script.
No,
Stick
Andrew. Now I've got to look up what their Alexa traffic is. You got me started. You went down the bunny hole. You know I can't stand competition. I cannot stand the competition, Andrew. I cannot stand competition. Makes me fucking crazy. So hold on, let me stall here for a minute. So I don't believe that you're going to see any